All right, it's a Torch here. Today we are talking about the importance of having a creative outlet, because I've been becoming increasingly aware lately how much of my energy is actually used powering someone else's intellectual property, someone else's system, someone else's imagination, someone else's creation. All right, think about the job you have to do, your day job. Think about the taxes you have to pay. Think about all the duties and obligations that come from just sustaining your existence in this reality. Not the things you want to do, the things that you feel like you have to do. All of the energy that's going into that is not something that you created, most likely, unless you're an entrepreneur. And even then, you're probably still selling BS that you didn't originally invent. So again, it's about living your life from your own imagination first. You're putting your own imagination first instead of the external world's imagination. Now, I know the external world's imagination is way bigger and more powerful than your own individual imagination as far as controlling the local reality. True. But we have to try. We have to fight the good fight anyway, because we can't just keep running around the hamster wheel infinitely until we get old, lose all of our energy, get sick, and die without ever having birthed anything that we wanted to birth into this reality. Otherwise, we're truly just wasting our time here. I mean, that's just the bottom line. If we're spending 95% of our available energy on powering the system, we're wasting our lives. There's no point to even living. We might as well just, at that point, truly, I mean, there's no point doing something you hate doing all the fucking time, is there? No, there's not. So it starts in your imagination. You got to create a character that you think you would have more fun playing. You know, forget even trying to do this soul-seeking journey of, yeah, I have this astrological alignment, and I think I came from that star system, and this is my authentic truth because my ancestors believe that. Like, it's just, forget even trying to do that. Just literally, what would inspire you right now to become? That's it. What would currently inspire you to become? What would be a life that would be enjoyable and satisfying to experience, and be that character? You know, there's no right and wrong here. There's no right and wrong here. And of course, people will say, that's not you. You're not allowed to act that way because that's not the version of you that I have known all my life. Well, F them, you know. Sorry. Like, if people aren't encouraging your growth and evolution, then they're holding you back, which means they're an aspect of the enemy. Right. Yeah. So that's really how we have to look at things. Like, if people are not helping you grow, then they are an aspect of the enemy. Point blank, period. The enemy. Well, what does that even mean? Well, the demiurge, the matrix, whatever you want to call it, man. It has many names. Most people are incapable of actually becoming anything outside of the default program for their lives. And a big reason of that is because most people don't actually have a divine spirit. You know, NPCs, clones. So if you live your life according to their metrics, according to what they think is important, their value system, well, then you're just pissing away into the wind your own divine energy. And that's no way to live. That's no way to live. So we have to go back into our imagination. We have to reinvent ourselves. Maybe go back to our childhood roots of what made us happy, what excited us when we were a kid. Before the world told you that you couldn't be something, what did you want to be? And even if everyone looks at you like you're delusional, at least you'll be enjoying the process, which is better than just waving the white flag to this, whatever this demonic reality wants you to be. You know, maybe we shouldn't be living our lives focused on the end goal of, if I just suffer enough now and go to college and pay off this debt and get this job, and eventually I'll be able to afford a house, which means eventually I'll be able to retire comfortably. Like, we can't keep putting off gratification and fulfillment and comfort or whatever. We can't keep putting off the cookie until some hypothetical timeline years out. Like, there's no soul in that, you know? We need to be doing what we want to do right now. Why are we like wasting our time? Why are we justifying wasting our time and energy powering someone else's imagination? What, with some hypothetical cookie that's decades away? That doesn't make sense. Like, that's a waste of time. That's a waste of time. We need to be who we want to be right now. If people aren't helping you do that, then remove them. Remove them. Now, to be an aspect of the enemy means that it is someone that is a cog in this system from a metaphysical perspective. Someone who is a cog in this system whose only purpose is to sustain the matrix. Okay? That is the vast majority of the population. Okay? And even if they're not directly attacking you, just the frequencies they emit in your local area is still going to tether you to the matrix to some extent. Right? So there's no more time to live in fear or go by other people's rules. Like, there's no more time to be weak-willed and accept other people's imagination. You know, we're living too much outside in. We think that dying on the cross to get something outside of ourselves will make us happy in here. We need to figure out what makes us happy in here first and then manifest that outwardly. We're living backwards, basically. We need to get back to source. We need to bring back our spark of joy of what we actually enjoy doing. We need to reimagine and reinvent ourselves into a more free perspective. We need to get our wings back, okay? We need to get our wings back, and we need to fly up out of this bitch, okay? Because otherwise, what else are we even doing here, ladies and gentlemen? What are we actually doing? Where are we going? Well, the dragon is going home. I'm going home. The dragon, the torch, whatever, fire. I'm going home. I'm going back to the light ship. You can go to www.creationlightship.com, spelled just like it sounds. For the clearings, you need to actually go home. But if you're not doing that, well, then you have the same fate as the NPCs pretty much, which is not good. So, I mean, I can make more videos explaining Ascension if you really want to know. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and support this channel. I appreciate your time. Let's take our energy, our imaginations back, and let's birth a better reality for ourselves. It's not about saving the world. Just save your world. Peace.